Salut survivors! Welcome back to SolutOdka channel in Medieval Dynasty guide series. Today is a new episode of the series Is It Worth It? Our focus will be the Sewing Hut Tier 1. Here you can craft useful items to prevent you from freezing your little pinky come winter time. But more importantly, you can craft items with raw materials such as leather, fur, linen thread and linen fabric, thus providing an interesting transformation process from your flax production. This should give good insights on how to generate income for our villages. Also, thank you very much for the very positive feedback on the Is It Worth It episode of the workshop Tier 1. This is very much appreciated and boosts my motivation to analyze other buildings. Please keep the feedback coming so I can also improve on what you would feel useful to see included in these guides. For this Sewing Hut Tier 1 video guide, I will split it into 3 parts. Part 1, comparative analysis, including a rapid reminder of the assumptions for the comparison's sake. Part 2, my assessment and recommendations, as usual. Part 3, bartering skill detailing an example. Because I am not sure this is necessarily well explained in the game itself, and likely numerous players might not have fully understood it. If you have any questions or suggestions, please do not hesitate to leave a message in the comment section down below. I am not sure which building we will follow next, perhaps the kitchen tier 1 or the smithy tier 1. Do not hesitate to let me know your preferred interest. Now, let's go straight to the video. So once you have unlocked the Sewing Hut tier 1 and you have built it, obviously, you can create thread, linen thread from your flax, and turn this thread into linen fabric, okay? And then you have multiple options on what you can craft. Some is from this linen thread and linen fabric, and some is from leather and fur, which you can obtain through hunting or through the hunting lodge. I have prepared a similar analysis same as last time. So in order to quickly remind on the assumptions of this analysis, one, we are comparing on value and on price, because price is different than value depending on your barter level. We'll come back to this on part 3. If we have 2 decimals, we round up to 1 digit only. It's less important here on this one. It's only affecting straws and sticks, but it still has an impact for the flat straw hat. Also, the purpose is to compare selling the products from the transformation, meaning the products of the Sewing Hut crafting, versus selling the raw materials, right? That's the way on how we compare. And in this one, we do not look at the cost of production of different items. We don't look how much does it cost to produce linen thread or how much does it cost to produce leather. We can opine on it. Like for example, leather. If you're not hunting much, it's difficult to produce leather because new hunting lodge hunters are not very efficient at producing leather. You will get a good amount of leather if you're hunting yourself. But linen is much easier. You simply need to farm and obtain enough fertilizer. You can produce tons of flax, and with the flax produce your linen. We don't enter into the discussion here. We are purely having a comparison between how much you earn by selling the raw material and how much you earn by selling the transformed products, and the ratio between that to compare what are the different products and the different profits. Okay, so based on that, here we have a list of all the different products from linen fabric, bag, linen shirt, etc. There is a long list. What are the good ones? There are no good ones at first, okay? At first. There did 2 versions. That's my version 1A. There is a 1B. We'll go there in a minute. But in 1A, as you can see, there is nothing like blatantly really good. What can be noted, there are 2 things that can be noted. One is the flat straw hat. So the flat straw hat, when you have a comparison purely on value, I'm not talking about the profit, but you will have 93% profit on value on your flat straw hat, which is pretty good. And then the second good one is the water skin. So the water skin, whether it's with water or without water, I was wondering, I compared both, it's the same. So basically the water skin, you will make plus 150% profit on your income. when you sell a water skin compared to selling the leather. So if ever you produce a lot of leather, water skin is a really good one. But one of the key points is to look at what about the linen thread and the linen fabric, right? Well, that's where I did the version B. And why did I do a version B? It's in the way on how to do this analysis. We compare, for example, if you take the simple linen shirt, it costs 2 linen thread plus 1 linen fabric. Therefore, if you would sell the raw materials, you would be selling 1 linen fabric, which is worth 28 in value, and 2 linen thread worth 17 each in value. However, 1 linen fabric and 1 linen thread, it's a ratio 1:1, meaning that in this analysis, one way to look at it is your initial raw material, the zero raw material, meaning that a linen shirt, instead of costing a simple linen shirt, instead of costing 2 linen thread plus 1 linen fabric, you could say, in fact, it's costing you 3 linen thread, right? You follow my thinking? And that's version B. And here is version B, where you can see I've added 2 columns, one where we see the value in terms of cost of raw materials, and the ratio where we only consider linen threads, no more linen fabric. Now, when we do that, specific items spot out. So we have the bag, which it costs 2 leather plus 1 linen fabric at 109% profit. However, it includes leather, and we have seen the leather can make 150% profit thanks to the water skin. Therefore, if you have a lot of leather, better use your leather on water skin. Now, how to use your linen wisely? The best one is at 105% profit with the coif. No, sorry, at almost 103% with the coif. The coif is 1 linen thread plus 1 linen fabric, meaning a total cost of raw material in value of 45 or of 34, if you look at it as I explained in this version B of the analysis, while you sell it at a value of 80, resulting in a plus almost 103%. So the coif is the best in terms of the pure linen products. Okay, so that's the comparative analysis. Now, what's my recommendation on that? What to look at? I think it's relatively straightforward here. In this case, you can see here, as we discussed, the leather, it's very clear. The best is the water skin. And the result of the water skin business is you can have a value per leather of 20 per leather. The straws, the flat straw hat is much better than the straw hat. It's a bit funny because it's consuming more resources, but it's lighter in weight. And anyway, you get the highest value per straw, 0.67, I mean 2/3 of 1 coin per straw. Then for the linen thread, linen fabric, it doesn't matter, it has a ratio of 1:1 anyway. The coif is the best with a 40 value per linen thread. So when you want to make a business with a leather, water skin, with a straw, flat straw hat, and linen coif. That's very straightforward. That's the 3 best one, and every time it's clear and neat. Now what's not clear is on the fur. The fur has no real good ones. Maybe the one that's a little bit better here on the tier 1 is the fur capelet, or the fur capelet in French, I don't know. Okay, let's call it the fur capelet, I guess that's how we pronounce it. And then this one is at 70%, so nothing really, really great. And what does it translate to? It's equivalent of 5 coins per fur, which is basically 25% more than the 4 value per fur at the basic raw material value. Nothing really, really great on the fur. I hope at the sewing hut tier 2 we'll get a better usefulness for the fur. Right now, if you have fur, my recommendation, use it to improve the decoration on the floor in your houses, improve the mood of your people, and this way you can increase the efficiency of your people rather than earning a few coins. Better make money with leather and linen. That's where you are really going to make your money. Okay, great. So that was our part 2 with the assessment. We have identified what are our best ones. I would like now to talk about the barter skill in part 3. Okay, so skills, I kept it on purpose. That's why we do it now. I have already spent 1 point in barter in my game, and I have obtained a new diplomacy points trying to get a wife. And we will spend it now, but not right now. We are first going to simulate a sale together. We'll go to the town. I have brought with me 10 water skin and 40, I think. No, 20 coif. Okay, so with this 20 coif and 10 water skin, we'll make a quick sale in Plastovia. So let me go there quickly, and I'll catch up with you when we arrive there. So one important aspect in understanding the bartering skill is that by default, as explained last time, how much you sell a product to a vendor is you sell it by default at 50% of its value. And that's why I've defaulted the price at 50% of the value. Now it is described that when you increase your barter of one level, you increase of plus 10%. And another level, another plus 10%. However, in terms of the perspective of your income, plus 10% bartering point or bartering value translates not only in 10%, but in 20%. Because originally, you would sell at 50%. And then, in fact, you will sell at 60% when you earn plus 10% bartering value. And you will sell at 70% when you have 2 bartering points. And it translates that when you add 10% on top of 50%, it's in fact plus 20%, 10 over 50. And when you have plus 2 level in bartering, it's plus 20% over 50, meaning it's plus 40%. So let's give you the example here. The coif has a value of 80. If I had 0 bartering level, I would therefore sell it for half of that value, for a price of 40, with 1 bartering point plus 10% will translate into 20% of 40, meaning 8. Therefore, a total of 48. Let me see. If I sell the coif, price is 48, as you can see here. Now, I will spend my point together with you. Diplomacy, bartering, increase level. Yes, now I'm level 2. So I have 20% better selling and buying prices. Next level will be 30%. And now I'm selling. It will go 48 plus 8, meaning 56. Yes, here it is, 56 coins per coif. Therefore, that's why I have this part 3 in this video. It's to clarify this bartering. When we say 10% more or 20% more, is actually more than 10 and 20%. It's actually 20 and 40%. It all depends on which perspective. But what matters is how much money you make, right? And therefore, how much money you make. Look, why is it only 19 coif? It should be 20 coif. He doesn't have enough money. Okay, so I'll sell you 19 coif, post no mere, and we'll sell the others. Yes, and the best cash. Where is the guy with the seats here?
Hail, friend.
Here it is, Marcus Lowe. You get the last coif, and we took also with us the water skins. Here are 9 water skins, followed by the other one. So you can see it's 28. So it's 20 plus 40% of 20, meaning 28, and not
Wants to see my wares?
20%.
Have a nice
Okay,
day.
I think it was good to clarify this point. Let me know in the comments if this bartering skill clarification was useful or not. I suspect it is. I hope you enjoyed this new Is It Worth It analysis video. Also, some subscribers asked where to find a copy of the spreadsheet being developed for these comparative studies, and I will be very happy to share it once it is considered complete. For I'm on a weekly basis preparing a new study and a new video, this will take several weeks, I think. And as you can guess, this also follows my own village development. By the way, you are invited to follow what's going on the YouTube channel by going to the community page. I regularly ask for your opinion on several topics for future video guides, give updates, etc., go check it out. On that note, let's toast to the like and subscribe buttons. I appreciate very much the support. Thank you for watching and see you in my next videos. Cheers!